Hi, I'm Amanda. I am a birth and postpartum doula, and I'm a mother of two. Well, my first birth experience was nothing special. We just went to the hospital and it was a to-do. It's just where we went to have a baby. And coming out of that, I found myself trying to edit what happened, and if I could do it differently, what would I do? So when we found out we were expecting our second child, after moving to Singapore, we realized that we were going down that same path. And then the further down that path we got, the more I recognized it was going to be the same result, and that's not what we wanted. So the further we dug to find the answers that left us a little more satisfied and comfortable, we kept hitting roadblocks with our current care provider. So I had come to a FourTrimesters open house to learn more about what a doula was and what my potential options were. So after attending that, it was a tidal wave of emotions after being in the space and learning that there is more outside this very enclosed birth culture that Singapore offers. And I could make those changes and those edits. I wasn't out of time. I had an opportunity to really do the work to get this birth that I wanted. And that was the easy part. The easy part was changing my doctor, changing my birth location, having 2 backup plans, and I wouldn't do anything differently. Because in the end, I was able to bring my son into the world via water birth, and just from the moment that he was born, I couldn't stop smiling, and I couldn't help telling my husband how much better this was, and how there's nothing that I would have done different, or we would have done different. And it was the first start to a much better, it felt like a reboot into our journey as parents, into this postpartum period, and my daughter being able to see that from us and not all the emotion and struggle and everything we went through with her. So it shaped us differently as parents, and it was just much more heartwarming and liberating. With my first, my breastfeeding journey was very unexpected. I went into it thinking, sure, I'm gonna breastfeed my baby, of course, but wouldn't I breastfeed my baby? And very quickly realized that that's not how it was gonna go. And the lack of support that I received, whether I saw a lactation consultant and a pediatrician and all that, and it quickly veered right into the way that I didn't want to follow, but I didn't have a choice because babies need to be fed. So we just went on with it. So the second time, I knew that I could likely have some similar issues, so I was able to be proactive about it and finding the right consults and people to talk to do work prenatally to get ahead of it. It really put me in the right mindset to have the motivation and the drive and the determination to have a much better breastfeeding relationship with my son. And for me, it was a huge success. And it may not look like a big deal to just someone, like from the outside looking in, but for me, I knew I did everything I could, and it was amazing. Like I wouldn't change a bit. I wouldn't wish I would have done something different. did everything that was within my realm of possibility. Having a better birth experience with my second was pivotal in the way that we proceeded through our parenting and really adjusting how we grew as a family. Having the more positive birth experience, it was a home birth, and it was very calm and peaceful and just love. There was no chaos, no noise. It was just a room full of love, and it really set the tone for everything that proceeded after. I decided to become a doula from my own birth experience. With my second, I had a doula by my side, and it's almost hard to explain. There was a power of having another woman there when I couldn't have my own mom or my sister present, and just the endless support that was given prenatally and postnatally, just someone to check in with me and say how you're doing, asking about me and not necessarily just the baby. And for the birth, just letting my husband and I birth the way we needed to birth, and just having the guidance and a pillar of just a pillar of confidence to tell me that I could do it. Through attending prenatals and births and the postpartum after, being able to work with clients from the beginning and all the way through the end, it's a connection that you don't get if you just show up for a birth. Being able to walk through that journey with them is so fulfilling and heartwarming to watch this couple, or maybe even a family, if it's a subsequent child, just grow into this new normal and how they adjust and just take their steps forward. It's very nice to see. As a doula, I really believe that a woman should have every possibility and chance and opportunity to strive for that birth that she desires, and to be able to grasp it with her partner and really go on that journey with them together and know that they're in control and they feel confident, and just coming out on the other end of the birth and having just the biggest smile on their face and knowing that they don't want to redo anything about what just happened is a really positive first step into a confident postpartum period, and something that they can take all the way forward into their journey and to becoming parents. The only potential challenges that have come up as far as becoming a doula with a very unpredictable schedule is just adjusting my family to that. Having my daughter who's at the age where she can understand when I'm home, when I'm not home, when I'm not there for bedtime, and she tells me now that she wants to be a doula like me. So she's really coming around to the idea. So it's been an adjustment. I wouldn't express that as an issue or a challenge. It's just been a change, and we're all navigating through it together. So the time has been different. Mom's going back to work, but it's okay. We're all adjusting to it together. My decision to join in on the FourTrimesters online mentoring training it really opened up a lot about myself. And it's been a real personal growth, and it's been my family growing with me in a certain way. It's not just me, it's not home life, it's not work life. It's all very much intertwined and involved, and having my family be supported in every corner of that has been pivotal, and I wouldn't be able to do it without their love and support. And my husband, seeing me stepping out into doing something that I love has been really, it puts a smile on his face for me to be able to be doing this. If you're considering becoming a doula, I would say just go for it. Try it. If it's one of those things that I think you can be intrigued by, really interested and fascinated with, but you don't really know until you know. Until you've had that first birth experience, until you've maybe stumbled a little bit along the way, to know how you recover from that is really going to tell you whether or not it's something that you have the inner passion and heart to do.